To support a dyslexic student's self-esteem, there are two techniques that help. One is the use of feedback, and the other is developing a growth mindset. We're going to look further at these in this section. Building self-esteem helps improve how dyslexic students feel about themselves, which changes how they approach their learning and learning challenges. Dyslexics are usually praise-starved, so this technique of effective feedback makes a difference. Effective feedback not only improves their self-esteem, it helps to improve their motivation. This increased motivation is a flow-on effect from improving their self-esteem. There are certain guidelines to follow to make feedback effective and to therefore see the change you want to happen. You are providing specific and targeted feedback or praise on the student's effort rather than their achievement. For example, the student has been doing their reading and they were to read 2 pages. However, although they concentrated for 10 minutes, they only managed to read half a page. You would say in this situation, I like how you concentrated on your reading for 10 minutes. Emphasizing effort means a student has an element they feel they can control when it comes to their learning. Feedback needs to be specific, sincere, and truthful. It's better if you do it when you notice, but it is better late than never, and that can be a day later. For young students, do it publicly, but for teens, do it privately one-on-one. It also helps if you talk slowly. To get into the habit of doing specific and targeted feedback, put time and preparation into it. You may have a couple of sentence starters that you can use, such as, I notice, or I like how. Feedback doesn't just need to be for academic reasons either. Any increase in self-esteem from anywhere, whether it's from sport or from music, will help their learning. Finally, use I statements. When you use I statements with targeted and specific feedback, the students can't internally deflect the feedback or praise as easily. While you can provide feedback or praise on their effort, you can also do it about their strengths, especially the dyslexic strengths. The purpose of this is to highlight to them what strengths they do have. Dyslexics assume everyone can sense how others feel, that everyone can see the big picture. You know what their strengths are. If you can help a dyslexic to see their dyslexic strengths that are unique to their way of thinking and processing of information, this has an impact on how they feel about themselves, especially as adult dyslexics. You don't even need to say they are dyslexic strengths. You can refer to it as the way their brain needs it. For example, you could say, I like how you explained what you were picturing in your head. It helped me to understand your thinking. Children with fixed mindsets tell themselves, I can't do this. I give up. I'm never going to succeed. They view criticism as judgment, and the success of others can actually feel threatening. They also feel like they have no control over their learning. Growth mindset simply means you know your brain can change. It means that students understand that mistakes are part of learning, that they will get there with time and effort. How we help them understand about growth mindset can come from the language we use. The best word to use is yet. Also, being able to connect it back to something they have already mastered highlights how their brain can grow. For example, you may say to them, remember when you couldn't understand your 3 times table and now you can? That's because your brain changed. So in summary, with understanding around feedback and growth mindset, you can help have an impact on a dyslexic student's self-esteem.